Hi, happy Stampin' with Janice friends. I'm hoping that I got the light all right on this. Let me shut the door so I don't have any dogs interrupting me. Okay, I want to show you a really beautiful technique that I played with yesterday that was so easy and so creative that I just couldn't stop. All right, so what I'm going to work with today, the stamp set is going to be a wild rose. This is a 2-3 step stamping that you can create all kinds of different looks with it. It comes with, you can also purchase the to a wild rose dies, and I've used them, and I'll show how I've used them in some of my cards. All right, so I'm also going to work with the Stamparatus, showing you how easy it is to set up the Stamparatus and create several different cards by simply setting it up one time. All right, I'm going to use the outline because I really like the outline. All right, and here's my top. All right, so what you do is you simply put the cardstock in where you want it to be. I prefer to use it right in the center, because what I found is that if you go too high to the edge or too low to the bottom, you don't get your full image stamped out. So I'm going to do that. All right, and then the first step is to take the background piece and place it exactly where you want it on the card. I'm going to do right there. At the same time, I'm going to go back and put some words on here. All right, so I like where that is. So I'm going to pull the plate over. And then another trick that I learned yesterday is if you take your bone folder and put it down, it will help keep your paper exactly where you put it originally. All right, and then you take the second plate and you put it in, and then put the second stamp. All right, so let me go back here one second. I'm going to ink this up because I want to, whoa, ooh, that was not good. Okay. I'm going to ink this up because I want to be able to make my layover impressions. Now I'm going to use the bone folder to separate it to make sure that, there we go. All right, wipe the ink off my bone folder. All right, so now we've got that exactly where we want it. We're going to go in and we're going to put the second piece down on top of it. Okay, so one of the things that I also learned is if you line up this point with the point of the flower, you should have a perfect match for your second step. And each stamp has its own marking that will follow that direction. All right, so let me do this. Lift that up. I need to put the clip on a little closer. All right, so I've already got the blessed on there. I've got the base on there. Let me ink this up. All right, and then push it down. Bone folder in and lift it up. Look at that. 2-step stamping using the apparatus. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so I'm just going to set this aside because I want to show you what I created doing this. I will go back and clean these off in just a minute. All right, so doing that, I couldn't stop myself. I just kept going and going and going. So the first one I did, also real red, and I stamped a thanks for everything in green with the leaves in green. That's also a 2-step stamping. I thought this was beautiful, pink on pink. One of the leaves I didn't do the second step with, I just left it on its own. Thought that was beautiful. Here I did it in yellow. Same thing. Here's, this is Cameo Coral, and this is Blushing Bride. Same color, 2-step stamping, and then the purple. I love the purple. Okay, Oh, and then the last one. This one I decided to bring out all the colors that I used. So the background is that color, the Blushing Bride, the So Saffron Yellow, the Old Olive Green, and then layered it. All right, so on this one, when I originally started, I stamped out a bunch of the flowers on cardstock. I did it both sides, and whatever one came out the best, I ran it through the die cut, and I kept the flower that I liked the most. If you lifted this up, you'd probably see that there's another partial underneath. You know, once again, all pieces of paper, there's two sides to every story. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. Then, I wanted to go one step further with it. Let me come back here and get this piece off of that. I went back to the blocks and put it on the block. Now normally I would have cleaned this off. Don't think you shouldn't clean it, because you should definitely clean it, but I thought this was really good. So bring this over here. My hands are pretty inked up. I want a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to make sure that goes down. And then rotate it around. I truly am in love with this flower. I don't want to put one in the middle. I'm okay with that. I'm just going to stop right there. And then I could go back with the leaves like I did on this and stamp the leaf outline right on the outside. These are some of those flowers that I pre-cut, that if I didn't absolutely love both sides, that I set it off to the side and cut it out with the die cut, and then layered it green on white. I love that. Okay, so this becomes this. All right, and then the next step that I did was I pulled out a die cut set that I would have to say is my all-time go-to die cut set. This is the set that I've told you about before. It's called Well Said. With these stamps, it's all the phrases, and I've told you before, what I did is, because you can't see it the way I see it, but what I did is I went through and I wrote on the back board what the name of the set is, because it's a die cut of a phrase. So if we see one side, well, I guess you can see the thanks. All right, so my go-to stamps, my go-to die cut set. So I took this die cut set and I got a little happy with it. With the scrap paper out of my scrap drawer, I cut out thanks, and that completed that card. This one I did Miss You Friend on another piece of scrap paper, just simply putting a red ribbon on it, and that card is complete. This one I took a punch and punched out the same coordinating green, and then cut out with the same real red cardstock scrap paper that I had, and decorated the top like that. All right, so this one I took it one step further. I wanted it to open up. So what I did was I took the thanks die in here, stamped it on the green, re-glued in the little teeny pieces that make the letters distinct. But because it's covered up with this, the white pops out. I thought that was really cool. All right, and then on this one, my last one I'm going to show you, I did the original cardstock. I did it on a piece, layered it, put the word love down here that I cut out with the die cut love, well said thing. And then on the back, on the inside of the card, I ran the whole card piece through the die cut machine and cut out Miss You Friend right on there. But because it's the background is red, it popped through. Okay, very good. Just like that, 10 easy cards, one stamp set laid out right in front of me. Easy peasy. Once again, I love Stampin' Up. We have our new catalog is out. I'm so excited. If I can get you a new catalog, please let me know. We have a great new, and I'm not allowed to open the pages because you're not allowed to see the inside until it goes live on June 3rd. But the new Make Beautiful Things, this is a beginner's pamphlet, and it has unique sets and all the supplies included for that. All right, so that's it, short and sweet. My name is Janice. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If there's anything that I can do for you, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm going to get ready to get these cards in the mail to some of my friends. I hope that you're having a great day. Please be sure to hit like, write me a comment. I love to communicate. I have no problem with that. Obviously, here I am. And I'm wishing that you have a great day. Oh, check out my new blog, Happy Stampin' with Janice. Have a great day, and I'll be back soon.